we're going to begin. And as you all know, at the start of every conference call, we always have our current event time. And our current event time tonight is just to kind of reiterate. And you know the reason I go through their promotions with you? Because sometimes we hear people call in and say, well, I didn't know that was on special. And we send out the focus, and they sometimes go to say, well, I'll read later, and then they don't get to it, and then they miss some of these great promotions. So that's why I lightly go through it, and I don't want you to get bored with me doing it. But I think it's important for you to all remember it. And you know, some of your people, sometimes they forget. And you have to kind of remind them that it's still on. For instance, the 2-in-1 bra special still is on to the 28th of this month. And you can get some wonderful bras for only $20 net, which is of the J30, 31, 32, 708, J60, 61, 300, and 301. And you buy those at regular, you can buy any 2 body fashions at regular price, and you can get any one of those bras that are listed in the focus that I just said for only $20 net. Such a deal. That is so great. Now, I want you to know our color fit is very successful. We're getting many orders for that. Some of you are bringing new people into the business with color fit. Because it's like Jill has said, it's a big business and a little package, and that you can go ahead and get people started so easily. So, and a kit is only $139.95, and it gives you all of your exciting colors. So it's really a great business, and women love to work with color. And to get to get your colors and your shadows, and it's wonderful. So therefore, go work with that, work up from that area. Now, I hope you're all using our deodorant. Not that I'm trying to tell you anything, but I know we're all supposed to use our deodorant. And I hope you all tried this one, because my goodness, it's only $5.40 special wholesale. That's a big $3 saving off the wholesale. So go for it, and you will love it. And it could help. You know, you could talk to your clients about it, and it'd be a way that you can increase your sales. It's really a wonderful opportunity. So therefore, in the showcase, have you all ordered it? Oh, Sunday. That was client. Now, annual conference. Who has registered, who has not? And some of you are saying, well, I don't know if I want to go. Believe me, you won't want to miss it. And you're going to really enjoy this one. And we're going to have some wonderful things to share with you. So sign up, call Faye at the home office, register right away, and be sure to sign up for your free training schools. You know, it just is a great opportunity to learn all about your color from Jill Wyatt. 2 days of free training. I'm going to take the other 2 days at the end of the conference and give you free body fashion training. And I just think it's going to be wonderful for all of you who have people who haven't been trained yet. It gives them a real good basis for the business. So please go ahead and sign up and call in and do it. Just do it. I know my first conference, I was a little hesitant, but boy, I made that decision, and I haven't looked back. It was just a wonderful decision, and I've never been to anything that is so great, because it's like a magical place when you see all of the people that you see in the honor roll. They're all so successful, and you think, oh, there she is. Oh, my goodness, I'll go ask her what she does. So that's how I learned the business, was from the conferences. Now, room reservation, get those in. We want you all at the same hotel, and it's getting close now. We're getting 3 months away, so we need to get started. I know you're all thinking, oh, I got plenty of time. No, you don't. Get them in, and be sure to be ready for them. Okay, so that ends my current event. And the only thing I do want to ask you, one more thing. I hope you're using the telephone conference topics that we sent out to you, the list of them, so that you could go on YouTube and fill in on any information that you want to learn a little bit more about, or to get your consultants, your new people. What a wonderful training program that is. You're hearing from people that are out there doing it. You just can't go wrong on that. So I do want to encourage you on that program. Okay. let's talk about what we don't know about recruiting. And some of you are probably saying, oh, yeah, there's plenty I don't know, and I'm not sure about this, or I'm not sure about that. But I also want to say is that I think you'll all recall many months ago we had a conference call in which we asked you, make up your 30-second commercial about yourself. If somebody asks you what you do you go on for days? Well, that's boring. Or do you go ahead and say, well, gee, my name is Phyllis Kirkenberg, and I'm in Beauty by Janique, and I just love what I do, and I love to share with you the wonderful product that we have. Done. You don't have to go on and on, because what if you got in an elevator and somebody said, where are you going? Well, there you are. You got a 30-second commercial about you. But the most important thing I want to ask you, did you make up your story, your why story? Remember a while back I'd asked you if people join people, they don't join companies. And, when people get to know you and they like you and they trust you, they are much more likely to join your team. And that's why if you would take a piece of paper and write down your story, include the points like what were you doing when you found your company? Did you work in a beauty salon, or did somebody talk to you at the grocery store, or whatever? And then why did you decide to get started? Why is your life better because you did? And why do you recommend your company to others? Now, put it on a piece of paper, pretty paper, and kind of pink the edges, or put put some photos on there, and include in it everything you hand out: catalog, postage packets, opportunity, everything, every place you go, to tell your story. And once they get to know you, they say, well, gee, it sounds pretty easy to get into this business. Sometimes, I think we make it difficult to get in because we go on and on about all of this and that. It's really quite simple. Very, very simple. But please, when we tell you some of these surefire things, try it. Like the old saying going, if you haven't tried it, don't knock it. So try it. If it doesn't work, fine. At least you tried it. But if you haven't tried it and you're still wondering why you're not recruiting, well, maybe you're not getting your message out there. Okay. So here's what we're going to talk about tonight. Is I have 3 wonderful ladies on the line, and I asked 3 of these ladies, is there something you don't know about recruiting that you'd like to learn about? And so I'm going to start off first by Juanita Lammers. She's an executive director from Nebraska, and she thought of some things that she felt that maybe people would want to know. And so, Juanita, are you on?
Yes, I am, Phyllis.
So, what is your question?
Well, my question is, once you have someone who shows interest in joining me, what are the first things you present to her? What exactly do you tell her or show her? What's the first step? What's the second step?
Okay, all right. Now, this is where sometimes, I guess, a lot of people get anxious. And first of all, if she shows that interest and say, well, I'd like to talk to you about this. How much money do you need? Think about it, ladies, and mark this down. We all have needs, we all have wants, we all have dreams. Now, don't get them mixed up because they're all separate. So determine what her needs are. In other words, if you were going to come into this business, Juanita, how much money do you need monthly? So then you sit there and say, okay, now we know. Like, say maybe she's like, I only need $500 a month right now to cover my bills. Okay, all right, now now you know what she needs. And then say, well, I'm sure you probably want to earn a little bit more than that as you go along. Yeah, I really would like to do at least $1,000 or $1,500 a month. And so, okay, that's her want. But she doesn't need that right now. That's what she'd like to do. But get her needs, and that's that. Then you got to figure out what are her dreams. What is she looking for? Like, oh, gee, I would love to be able to go on a trip, or I love to go ahead and learn how to be, talk in front of people. Once you determine her needs and her wants and her dreams, now that's the starting point. Now, that's not a piece of paper. It's something you're going to talk to her about because you want to get to know her and what her looking at.